Hey, what's up guys, Charlie here. Welcome back to a brand new video, and today I'm going to give you some tips and tricks that you can use with your own Samsung Galaxy Note 9. And a lot of people still ask me, where do my wallpapers come from? So guys, I download my wallpapers from this app called Wallpaper and Backgrounds. Link is in the video description. So without any further delay, let's go ahead and begin the video. Alright guys, the first tip I want to give you is that you should go to biometrics and enable intelligent scan. Now intelligent scan combines your iris recognition data and your facial recognition data to unlock your phone. It's more accurate than using just one. So to enable that, go to settings, scroll down here and tap on biometrics and security, and then tap on intelligent scan. Enter your PIN, tap on continue. And in case you wear glasses, tap on yes, but I don't wear glasses, so no, continue. And now you will have to point this at your face. So I'm gonna register my face and I'll be right back. So once the phone has registered both your iris and your facial recognition data, you can now turn on the intelligent scan. So for example, I'm just gonna pick up my phone from the table and you can see my finger is not on the fingerprint reader. I'm just gonna press the power button and the phone unlocks. It's under 1 second and it's fairly accurate. You can see how quickly the phone unlocks. So comparing that with the fingerprint reader, fingerprint sensor is a little bit faster, but yeah, this also works. Since we're on the topic of biometrics and security, this next feature will allow you to secure your apps and your files with a password. So this is called secure folder, and secure folder is available here in the main menu. If the secure folder icon is not here in the main menu, you have to go to settings, scroll down here to biometrics and security, and then scroll down here and tap on secure folder. So inside the secure folder, you will have a completely different backup of your apps and your pictures, your documents, everything. First, let me just set this up, and you will have to sign in with your Samsung account to do this. So I'm gonna do that and I'll be back. So once you are signed in with your Samsung account, it will ask you to select a log type to protect your apps and private files. Now let's select PIN. You can also enter a password, and this is the way you unlock the secure folder: fingerprints or iris. I'm going to turn off iris, just going to use the fingerprint sensor. Then type next. It will ask you to enter a PIN. I'm just going to reuse the same PIN as my main unlock PIN, but you can also use a completely separate PIN. So I'm just going to reuse the old PIN. And in case you forget your password, that's it. There is no way you can re-enter the secure folder. So this is one advantage you have in case your phone gets stolen. So here we are inside the secure folder. You have a list of pre-installed apps. Now you can add more apps to this. You can download apps from the Play Store, or you can just reinstall an app which is already on your phone. So for example, I'm going to install WhatsApp. Tap on add. So this WhatsApp is completely separate of the WhatsApp that is installed on the main phone. So if I go back here and lock the secure folder, so you guys just saw that WhatsApp was completely brand new. It's not signed into any account, it's not registered on any number. But if I open this, you can see it's already registered on my main number. So that means this app inside the secure folder is completely separate from the main app which is on the phone. And same goes for gallery, calendar, contacts, and the camera. So the pictures that you'll take with this camera is completely separate from the main camera of this phone. So if I go to gallery here, you can see this picture is completely separate, and I don't have the pictures that were taken with this phone's camera. So for example, let's go to gallery here. You can see these are the pictures that I took with this phone's camera, but these pictures are not available in the secure folder because these are protected by a password. So let's go ahead and test some features out. So I can tap on add apps. You can download more apps from the Play Store, but you'll have to sign in with a brand new Google account. So completely separate from the main phone. And then you can add files from your main phone. So for example, I can add some images. So let's go ahead and add a few images from the main camera folder. Let's go ahead and add this. Tap on done. You have an option to copy or to move them. So let's tap on move. So once it's done, these files will not be available in the main phone because I have moved these files from the main phone to the secure folder. So you can see those files just disappeared from the main storage. This is a really nice feature, and once you are done using this, just tap on lock. And now the secure folder will be locked. So next time you want to access the secure folder, you'll need to use your fingerprints or the PIN or password, whatever you set. And here's the fun part. You can change the icon of the secure folder. So customize. Let's type game, star game. So tap on apply and then tap on lock. You can see no one will be able to tell that this is a secure folder. And if you want to make it even more secure, go to home screen settings, scroll down, tap on hide apps, and then we have this thing here. And now the star game or secure folder has disappeared from the phone's main menu. So with this little feature, you will be able to secure your apps and your files from prying eyes. And in case you don't want people to check out your pictures or your personal contacts, your personal emails, or your personal accounts on any apps like Snapchat, WhatsApp, or Kik Messenger, you can just add them to the secure folder and just forget about it. So once you lock this and make this icon disappear, no one will be able to tell that this phone has those apps or those secret accounts or secret files on your Galaxy. So here's a little trick that will allow you to go directly to the secure folder from the lock screen. So first off, you'll need to open up the secure folder, enter your PIN and open it up. Then tap on these three dots, go to settings, then tap on lock type, enter your PIN, and then tap on dedicated fingerprint, turn it on, then tap on start. Then again, enter your PIN. Now you'll have to register the dedicated fingerprint that you want the secure folder to directly unlock from the lock screen. So I'm going to register my left hand's fingerprint, this finger, because this finger I already have registered for the phone unlock. So I'm just going to do that. First, I'll try that with my right hand. It goes to the home screen. Now if I unlock the phone with my left hand finger, it should go directly to the secure folder, just like this. So this is one little trick that you can use to go directly to the secure folder with a dedicated fingerprint. So whenever you are using the camera flash as a torch, just tap on the words here torch in order to change the brightness of the LED. And at level 5 it becomes quite bright. Do you guys know you can set a animated GIF as your always on display? To do that, go to settings, tap on display, scroll all the way down here, tap on always on display, tap on clock styles, and then scroll here where you see a little animated image. Now tap on add image. Now first, for this to work, you will have to download GIF images from the internet. So first do that. I have a few GIF images downloaded from the internet. So let me select this one and I can zoom in like this and then tap on done. Now I'll see that little animated GIF whenever I put my phone to sleep. How cool is this? Since I talked about the always on display, let me also tell you that you can launch the camera directly from the always on display. Now for that, you'll need to have the always on display turned on. Then go to settings, tap on display, scroll all the way down and tap on always on display. Then tap on always on display option and then scroll down here which says double tap home button. Now you guys know always on display has a little home button here. So by default, this option is set to turn on the screen. So if you double tap this, the screen will turn on. But the second option here is quick launch camera. So when you have this option selected, now when you lock your phone and wait for the always on display, now when you double tap the home button, it will launch the camera. And I think this is one of the most useful features on the Galaxy Note 9 because you don't have to unlock your phone to access the camera. And if you find the brightness of the always on display is too low, it's probably due to the automatic brightness option which is turned on. So let's go back to the settings, go to display, scroll all the way down to always on display and tap here on always on display. And then turn off automatic brightness for the always on display and then change the slider over to maximum. And now the always on display will be shown in maximum brightness. But then again, this is not maximum brightness. So this is not 100% brightness, which you control from over here. And the reason why always on display brightness is kept to low is because you want to save some battery. So here's another tip. If you double tap the clock on the always on display, you'll get a little option here to change the brightness of the always on display on the go. So I think that's very useful if you want to change the brightness quickly and if you don't want to go to the settings. And this works only when the automatic brightness is disabled. And if you swipe here, you'll see your music controller. Swipe once again, you'll see weather, and then swipe once again and you'll see your events which are coming up in the calendar. And we are back to the clock. And you can configure the always on display even further. So let's go back there, always on display. And you can configure for the always on display to just show clock. So once you select the clock option, the home button will disappear. There is no home button. Or if you want to save even further battery power, just tap on the home button option and only the home button will be shown here on the always on display, and all of the shortcuts are still running. You can just double tap that to launch the camera. Now Samsung Galaxy phones come with a feature called edge lighting. Now what edge lighting does, it lights up the edges of your screen like this whenever you receive a call or you get a notification from an app. Now by default, once again, this is disabled, so we have to go ahead and enable this, and I think everyone should go ahead and enable this feature because it looks so darn cool. So just go to settings, tap on display, scroll down here and tap on edge screen. Select the second option called edge lighting, and then select this third option which says always, and go to edge lighting settings and make sure it is selected to glitter. I think this looks the coolest out of all, but we have different options called glow, multicolor and basic, but really glitter looks the best. And then tap on transparency, make sure it's set to low, and width it's selected to wide, and that's it. Tap on apply. Now you can manage the applications which trigger the edge notification. I've selected 3 apps because I don't want that edge lighting to turn on whenever I get a notification from YouTube. So I've turned it on for WhatsApp and for messages, and it's also turned on for Instagram. So once you configure that, you have this cool little edge lighting which turns on whenever you get a notification or you get a call. And I think this looks amazing, especially at night. Since we're on the topic of GIF pictures, let me show you a little feature on the Note 9 that you guys will absolutely love. So first go to gallery. Now open up a set of pictures. I'm just opening the pictures that are taken with the camera of the Note 9. Then select as many pictures as you want. Alright, so we have 14 pictures selected. Now just tap on these 3 dots and then select this option called create GIF. Now your phone will create a GIF slideshow. Then tap on this button and slow the speed down. Now this is at the lowest speed, and here you can change the aspect ratio, and here you can select more pictures. If you want to add more, you can tap this button to add more pictures, and here we can just write on the picture. So maybe you want to write my slideshow. So I'm just gonna change the color. Just tap on done, and now you can go ahead and share this with your friends or whoever you want. So this eliminates the need to send a full set of pictures. You can just create a GIF slideshow and then share it with your friends. And our GIFs are stored in this folder called GIFs. So you're reading an article on a web page and you want to take a screenshot. So by default, what you'll do is press the power button and the volume down button, and that takes a screenshot. But the problem with that is it takes a screenshot of the page you are viewing, so it does not take a screenshot of the entire page. So you'll have to scroll down here and then take another screenshot. Now there's a workaround for that. Go to settings, tap on advanced features, and then enable this option called smart capture. And also while you're at it, enable palm swipe to capture. So this allows you to take screenshot with the swipe of your palm, and then you have this option here called scroll capture. Now this allows you to take a screenshot of an entire article like this. So it captures the entire page. You can see the full page has been captured, and then you can draw on it, you can crop on it, or you can share it. So now it is saved in the gallery. I can go ahead and read that whenever I want. And here we have the entire article of that web page. So I can now go ahead and close the Chrome web browser and just read the article in the screenshot. I can also go ahead and share it with anyone I like. Oh, and here's another tip. Whenever you take screenshots on a web page, you get this little option here on the bottom inside the gallery which says go to a website. Now when you press this, it will take you to the website where the screenshot was taken. So that's pretty useful in case you don't remember the name of the websites. For example, if you're scrolling like this, you can see the address is hidden. So even if I take a screenshot like this, you will be able to go to website when you're viewing that screenshot in the gallery. Have you guys ever been in a situation where the phone unlocks by itself while it's in your pocket or your purse, and you end up calling someone accidentally and later on apologizing, and it kind of becomes an embarrassment? So to prevent just that, we have a feature here called block accidental touches. Now for that, you'll need to go to settings, go to display, scroll all the way down and enable this option called block accidental touches. Now this is disabled by default, so you have to enable this. So this feature utilizes the proximity sensor and the light sensor to detect if the phone is in your pocket or in your purse. So if I cover these up and try to unlock this, the phone will tell that the touch input has been blocked. So I will not be able to use my phone at all. So you can see touch input has been blocked and I'm not able to unlock my phone. Do you guys know on Samsung Galaxy phones you can hide the navigation bar? So you see this little dot here, you just double press this and the navigation bar disappears. And this kind of gives you a more immersive experience across different apps. And this gives you a little bit more screen area to work with. So by default this is disabled. So we have to enable that by going to settings, tap on display, scroll down and tap on navbar and enable this first option, show and hide button. So if this is disabled, you won't get that little button over there, and once you enable this, you can double tap that button and the nav bar will disappear. Now even when the nav bar is not available, you can just hard press here on the home button because this phone has a pressure sensitive display here on the bottom. So just hard press it and you will be back on the home screen. And same goes for and you can do that in any other app and it will work without a problem. And you can also change the color of the nav bar. So let me just bring that up. And you have these few predefined colors, but I like to keep it on the default color. I think it is the best. And you can also change the button layout, so you can have the back button over here. So let's just try that out. So you have recents, home and back, and this just gives you a more convenient way to navigate around your phone because the back button is over here instead of over here. But default Android has back, home and recents, so this is the layout I'm more familiar with and I like to keep it that way. But it's nice to have that option, and especially the best option here is that you can hide the navigation bar. Now it's pretty obvious that the screen size of the Note 9 is quite huge. After all, it's a 6.4 inch display. Now that makes it very inconvenient for my finger to reach the drop down notification panel. You can see it's almost impossible for me to reach the top of the screen. So to solve that problem, we have a few accessibility options and I'm going to show you both of them. So first off, we can just swipe down the home screen to reveal the drop down notification panel. And to enable that, just long press the home screen, go to home screen settings and turn this option on which says quick open notification panel. And secondly, we can use the fingerprint sensor here to drop down the notification panel. So all you need to do is this to drop down the notification panel. Do this and do it once again. It comes down and you can swipe up like this on the fingerprint sensor to close it. Now by default, when you unbox the phone, this option which allows you to drop down the notification bar from the fingerprint sensor is disabled. So to enable it, just go to settings and then tap on advanced features and then make sure this finger sensor gesture option is enabled. And you can use the fingerprint sensor to drop down the notification panel inside any app. You can see I'm inside Instagram, and if I do this gesture, the notification panel will come right down. Just one of the few accessibility features on the Galaxy Note 9. So for drop-down notification panel customization, we have a few options here. We want to customize this grid. Basically, we want to have more icons here. So these are the maximum number of icons you can get. We have 5 icons horizontally and 3 icons vertically. So if you want to customize these, press on these 3 dots and select button grid. And here we have a few options: 3x3, 4x3, and I have selected 5x3. That means 5 icons horizontally, 3 icons vertically. And by default it is set to 4x3, 4 icons horizontally, 3 icons vertically. And I kind of like having more icons, so I am pretty much comfortable with 5:3. If you own a recent Android device, you'll know if you long press the home button, it kind of takes you to this Google app, and not many people use this Google app. And I find myself launching this app by accident if I long press the home button. Fortunately, we can disable that in the settings. So for that, tap on that gear icon, go to settings, tap on advanced features, and then tap on device assistance app, and then tap over here which says device assistant app. Then press none. So if I long press the home button now, nothing will happen. So for this next tip, I want you guys to enable edge panels on your Galaxy device. Now edge panels is over here. If you swipe from your right to left like this, you can see this little white line here. This is the edge panel handle. So if you open this up, it'll show you some shortcuts. It'll show you smart select. We have weather information, we have compass, and then we have the music player, and then once again we are back to the app's edge thing. So to enable this little feature, you need to go to settings, tap on display, scroll down here to edge screen, tap here, and then turn on this option which says edge panels. Now if we go to edge panels, you can see what all is enabled here, and we have people's edge. Basically these will be your contacts, so you can just quickly swipe in like this and view your contacts. But I like to have the contact icon here so that I can access my full phone book, but you can have some favorite contacts here on the app's edge feature. And next we have some reminders, device maintenance, tasks edge, calendars, all your recent appointments will be shown over here, sports, CNN, you get the idea. So this should allow you to clear up some apps on your home screen. So I can just remove these icons and have them over here, and the app's edge is available inside any application. So even if I am inside Play Store or if I'm browsing the internet, this app's edge thing will be always available, so I can easily access all my apps from over here. I don't even need to go back to the home screen to see all my different icons. Now app's edge is good, but you can see this little handle here creates a little white line. Now we want that to be transparent. I'm going to show you how. So open up the app's edge, tap on this gear icon, it will take you to the edge panel settings, tap here and then tap on edge panel handle. Now we already know that the edge panel is there, but we don't really want to see that white line. We know it's there. So you see this transparency option, make sure it is set to high. Now whenever you, so let's just go out. So whenever you want, you can access the edge panel from over here, but you will not be able to see that handle. If you long press this, you'll see that it is there and you will be able to place this wherever you want on the screen. But we know it's there, we just don't want to see that white line because it is a little bit intrusive. When it comes to transferring files from one Android phone to another, I usually see people struggling, and what they do is they'll download a third-party app or they'll try and pair both the phones with Bluetooth. But in fact, if you want to transfer pictures, it is very easy to do so. So in this little tip, I'm going to show you how to use Android Beam and NFC to transfer files between two different Android phones. So the first thing you'll need to do is enable NFC on both the phones. You can see NFC is turned on my Galaxy, and NFC is also turned on my Sony phone. So I'll be transferring files from my Galaxy to the Sony phone. First I'll go to gallery, go to my camera, and you can transfer almost any files you want. I'm just demonstrating here with some pictures. So we want to transfer these pictures that I took, this one, and let's also transfer this 5-second video. Now once you've selected the files you want to send, press this share button, and then here look for Android Beam. So here we have Android Beam, and now you have to tap the phone on its back. So the Samsung phone has NFC somewhere over here, and the Sony phone also has NFC somewhere over here. You can see there's a little NFC logo, and now the files will be sent. You can see this Samsung phone is beaming content onto the Sony, and you'll see incoming beam on the Sony phone. Now you can use Android Beam to transfer any files you want. So if you have a capable file manager, so for example this is the ASUS file manager, fantastic file manager. So I'll transfer this presentation over to the Sony. So just select, press share, and then select Android Beam. And now bring the two devices closer. So now the Samsung phone will send over the presentation to the Sony phone. And that's it. Now I can open the same file on the Sony phone. Very easy to transfer files from one phone to another. So here's a cool tip that you can use to pair two different devices using NFC. Now I've got my Sony SRS XB20 speakers. These speakers have NFC built in, so that makes your pairing easier. Now if you don't have NFC, you'll need to long press this button and go to settings, turn on Bluetooth. But you can see Bluetooth is not turned on. The only thing that's turned on in the Samsung phone is NFC, and you'll see how easy it is to pair. So all you need to do is tap on the NFC area, bring two devices close, and you'll get an option here, pair with Bluetooth device. Just tap on yes and just wait 5 to 10 seconds, and that's it. These two are now paired, and now I can go ahead and enjoy my music from my phone onto the Bluetooth speakers. And once you're done listening and you want to disconnect, just do this again and the speakers will get disconnected. That's it. This makes pairing very easy. Now the Note 9 excels in multitasking, but by default this little feature called multi-window is disabled in the settings. So I'm going to show you how to enable multi-window. So multi-window allows you to resize these windows and have different windows here on your desktop, just like you would on a Windows machine. So for that, go to settings, tap on advanced features, and then go to multi-window option, and then turn this option on which says pop-up view action. Now once pop-up view action is turned on, you can now go ahead and resize this window and place it anywhere you like on the home screen, and this will always be there. So even when I am doing some other stuff, this window will be on top, and just tap on it in case you want to navigate. So you can see how powerful this phone is. It's able to run all this without any hiccups. So we have the Play Store here, and I can also launch YouTube. Now if you want to minimize these, just press this button here. And the best part about this multi-window thing is that you can have YouTube running in the background while you're doing some other stuff. So you can now also resize the YouTube window. So here we have YouTube window, and now I can go ahead and have YouTube running like this, play a video, and I can also continue on doing my work. Now you can see I have WhatsApp open and the YouTube window is also open. So I can in fact go ahead and hide the YouTube window like this, or if I want to watch the YouTube video, I can resize this even further. So you can see YouTube video is still running, and by using this way I can listen to songs on YouTube while I text my friend. So this just goes to show you that how powerful the Galaxy Note 9 really is, and you can do a bunch of stuff on this phone that you can't do on other Android smartphones. Here's a tip that you guys will absolutely love. You can use the Smart Select feature of the S Pen to extract text from an image on your Note 9. Now if you want to check out the entire complete feature list of the S Pen, go ahead and check out this video over here. So for example, let's go to Instagram and find a picture with some text in it. So for example, this is a picture with a lot of text. Now if you want to copy and paste this, you'll probably just try and remember this and then type it out inside some notes, or you want to type this out and send it to your friend. But with Smart Select, capturing stuff becomes very easy. So to use Smart Select, just open up this Air Command feature and select this option, Smart Select. Just select the part of the image where you see text, and then select the second option here called Extract Text. And now the text will be extracted, and then you can copy and share wherever you like. So let's try this one. Now let's go back here to the Air Command menu, do this, extract text, and you can see it's able to extract text, although one space is missing after and, but doesn't matter, you can just copy this and edit this later on. So this tip will allow you to change the way your phone displays notifications on the lock screen. So you can see I have changed the transparency of the notifications here, otherwise these notifications will be in a white bar. So to change that, you'll have to go to settings, scroll down here to lock screen, and then tap on notifications, and here you can change the transparency of the notifications. So I can have it completely opaque like this, and like I said, it will be displayed in white bars like this, or I can have it somewhere in the middle like this. But to be honest, I think the maximum transparency is the best because this allows you to adore that beautiful display and especially makes the wallpaper pop. And another thing you can do is you can hide the notification content. So if I hide this, so this just shows you how many messages you have and it will not show you the content of the messages. Or you can just display the icon only. So I have a WhatsApp notification and I have Samsung Health notification. This is by far the most discreet way of showing notifications. One of the best customization feature we have on the Note 9 is the ability to set a video as a lock screen wallpaper. Let me show you how. So first you go to gallery. I'm just going to go to the camera because I'm going to set a video which I shot with the Galaxy Note 9 itself. So this is the video that I shot a few days ago, and I shot this video in that wide full view mode so that we can cover the entire screen of the phone. So all you need to do is press these three dots, select the second option, set as wallpaper. Now this video is a little bit too long, you'll need to crop it to 15 seconds. So just press edit. I'm just going to select the first 15 seconds of this video, then just tap done. And then set as wallpaper. So let's go back here, and whenever I wake my phone up from sleep, I'll see that little video clip playing as my lock screen wallpaper. And if you have a picture, so for example I have this picture, now I can set this as my wallpaper. So if I set this on my home screen, it will look very similar to my lock screen wallpaper. So you can see I have the animated lock screen video wallpaper, and as soon as I unlock, it goes to this. Pretty cool. So here's a tip that will allow you to save more battery power with the Galaxy Note 9. Now you guys already know that the Galaxy Note 9 comes with an OLED display. Now OLED display does not require a separate backlight. The pixels themselves generate their own light. So if you have a bright image on the screen will consume more power, and if you have a darker image, the screen will consume less power, unlike an LCD display which has a backlight which is continuously turned on. And by default, Samsung gives you this white theme, and I think this consumes a lot of battery power. So you should go ahead and download a theme which has darker elements in it. So to do that, pinch out on your home screen and tap on themes. And then go to top and then tap on free. And I think the high contrast theme is right over here. And I think I already have this theme downloaded. So I'm gonna go back here, view all. And we have high contrast theme here. And once I click apply, you'll see all those menus will turn black. You can see we have a darker wallpaper, and you can see our drop down notification panel has also become black. And inside the settings also everything is black. And this allows you to save battery power because OLED displays do not consume much battery power if you are displaying black images. Samsung has been integrating a heart rate monitor on their flagship smartphones for a very long time. And the Note 9 follows the same trend. We have a heart rate sensor here on the back of the phone, but I've seen not many people are aware that their Galaxy flagship smartphone comes with a heart rate monitor. So I'm going to show you how to use the heart rate monitor on your Samsung Galaxy smartphone. So first off, you'll need to open Samsung Health. Samsung Health is pre-installed on the Note 9, and it's probably pre-installed on your Samsung Galaxy smartphone also. So just go to the Samsung folder and launch Samsung Health. So when you launch Samsung Health, you'll see this page. You might need to set up the app first. So set the app and you'll see this page. And in case you don't see this heart rate option here, just tap on manage items and enable it from this menu. And I absolutely love this app because it counts my daily steps. You can check your heart rate, and it can also calculate your stress level. So let's try the heart rate option. So just tap on measure and place your finger on the sensor over here. And that's it. That's all it takes to measure your heart rate. And you can also measure your stress level. Apparently you have to place the finger on the sensor again. So I'm gonna skip that. But just so you know, you can measure your heart rate and your stress level in this app. And it will also count your daily steps. And the Samsung Health app also has this little widget. So just swipe out from the home screen, tap on widgets, and just find Samsung Health. Open this, and we are going to add the black widget and resize this. So it shows us two things. It shows us steps. So if you're walking, this widget will be active and it will count the steps. You've seen it in my previous videos. And if you tap here, it'll just take you directly to the heart rate monitor. Now if you don't like swiping up like this to reveal the app drawer, there's another option which allows you to add a little app icon for the app drawer. So just swipe out from the home screen like this and tap on home screen settings, and then tap on apps button, tap on show apps button, and tap apply. Go back home and you'll see this button here called apps. So just tap on it and it will take you to the main app menu, and that swiping from bottom to top also works. But yeah, you have this little app button, but I don't really see myself using this, so I usually have it disabled. So if I disable that, I have space here for one more icon. Do you guys ever get bugged up with notifications from an app? Say for example you've installed a game and the game constantly keeps on sending you notifications as advertisements. Now fortunately we can disable those notifications. So to do that, go to settings and then tap on notifications, and here you will be able to choose which apps can send notifications on your notification bar. So for example, I've disabled Bixby because I don't use Bixby. I've disabled Album Art Grabber, it sometimes sends a advertisement, and I've disabled Galaxy apps because Galaxy apps also sometimes it sends notification and I have to dismiss it manually. And probably I'll also disable Prime Video because this one also sometimes sends notifications. So just so you know, you can disable the notifications from a particular app if the app is bugging you too much. So guys, this was my list of 30 must-know features and tips for the Galaxy Note 9. In the next video, I'm going to show you some awesome hidden features of the Note 9, so do stay tuned for that video. And I hope this video was helpful in getting to know your own Galaxy Note 9. So thank you for watching, and as always, hit the like button if you like the video, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.